Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. My name is HDTGeorge, and this is the audio TWAB for June the 16th, 2022. If you would, down below me here, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. This is a simple audio reading of the TWAB. As always, no hot takes, no opinions, just the words of the TWAB. This Week at Bungie, 6/16/2022. This Week at Bungie, Zones. Welcome back to the TWAB. How have you been? It might seem a bit odd to ask you that since we are speaking in this medium to a broad audience, but the important thing is we care about you and we hope you're doing well. It's another exciting week in the world of Destiny. The story continues to play out through Sever missions. No spoilers here, but it's been fun watching you experience the story as it unfolds week over week. This week's Nightfall is a tough one in the Corrupted, but if you rise to the challenge, you have your first shot at earning Har's Least Pulse Rifle. On the PvP side, this week is your first chance to take advantage of short cooldowns with Solar 3.0 by having some fun and mayhem. Control those zones. Control is a staple mode in the Crucible. It's a hybrid of a traditional deathmatch mode of racking up points by defeating enemies and an objective mode where you get points for controlling capture points. But what if it was indeed all about the zones? As we teased out in a previous TWAB, zone control will become available in Crucible labs starting next week. It's going to then stick around for the rest of the season of the Haunted except for during Iron Banner. Some of you may remember zone control from back in the OG Destiny time frame. This mode is more of a traditional objective mode where the only way to score points is to control those zones. It's a simple premise, but there are a few things you should know to help your fire teams be more successful and strategic. Stacking players on the zones is going to capture them far quicker than trying to go at it solo. It can be a little easier to slip one player behind enemy lines to try to take a zone, but they are going to have to pull some heroics for longer periods of time. Controlling an area and being able to safely gather 3 or more Guardians is the most efficient way to cap a zone. Just watch out for a well-placed Nova Bomb. Capture times. 1 Guardian, 22.5 seconds. 2 Guardians, 10 seconds. 3+ Guardians, 7.5 seconds. The initial capture is going to give you 1 point, and you will get 2 points for every 15 seconds you hold a zone after that. So keeping a zone has more value than initially capturing it. The first team to 125 points wins. If a team falls too far behind and we detect that even if they held 2 zones for the rest of the match they wouldn't get enough points to catch up, a mercy rule will come into effect. Those are the basics. We will be monitoring the conversation and looking forward to all of the feedback you provide on how this mode plays in Destiny 2. Speaking of controlling zones, tomorrow, Trials of Osiris will feature the zone capture variant. It will also be a Trials rank bonus weekend, so jump in and make Sate 14 proud. Pride Strike Team. Hi friends, we are back this week with our next installment from the Pride Strike Team, the history of Pride at Bungie. Back in the before times, Bungie sponsored the Seattle Pride Parade several years in a row. It started in 2017, shortly after the Bungie Diversity Committee was formed, and we were both the sponsor and participant for that year, 2018 and 2019. This would have continued into 2020, but the parade was canceled with the start of the pandemic. In 2018, we also released Bungie's first Inclusion, Diversity, and Equity pin emblem combo, the Pride pin and True Colors emblem, as well as a Bungie Pride t-shirt, which you can see in these pictures. In 2019, we collaborated with several other studios to join the parade. With the move to remote work, the next few years were smaller and more focused on digital options. In 2020, we ran an email series that shared stories about celebrations of various awareness months. That series shared stories about historical figures, called out prominent industry figures, pointed out local LGBTQ+ owned businesses, and closed with a call to action to focus on what people can do to help beyond simple awareness. We also had a movie night featuring the critically acclaimed movie Moonlight. This was relatively low-key compared to participation in the Pride Parade, but at the same time, some extremely exciting conversations were sparked that would lead to the formation of Trans at Bungie later that year. 2021's June was similar, when Pride was driven by Trans at Bungie. We delivered an email series featuring employees sharing their stories, a Codenames game night, and another movie night, this time featuring Saving Face. This year was also the first time we had a major Pride-related push outside of June. To quote a friend on the Pride Strike Team, "We're not gay just 1 month out of the year." In November of 2021, we released Bungie's first free ID&E-related emblem, Be True. Additionally, we had one of the first in-game messages celebrating the new emblem and communicating our stance supporting the trans community. We've heard from many how big a positive impact these efforts made, and we continue to every week. Thank you for that. We also want to call out the charitable impact we've made. Summing up everything we've made as of May 31st, 2022 from the Pride Pen, it's just shy of $480,000. That's all thanks to the efforts of the team to create this initiative and the amazing community we have that supports our beliefs. If you haven't checked out our new Pride emblem, you can read more about it in this TWAB. Beyond this, we've got some fun plans coming for the future of celebrating Pride at Bungie. We can't quite speak to them yet, but we promise they will be colorful. XOXO, Bungie Pride Strike Team. Player Support Report. Season of the Fields. Another week, another patch. That is 4 in a row if you're keeping count. And you know who is keeping count? Our Player Support Team. They are keeping a close eye on what ongoing issues are active and are here to keep you up to speed on what we are currently tracking. This is their report. 4.1.0.3 resolved issues. Earlier this week, hotfix 4.1.0.3 was released to the world. Below is a list of some of the issues that were resolved with this hotfix. The Hrafnagud ornament for Celestial Nighthawk was unavailable to equip. Some players were missing Void and Arc subclass unlocks. Players could not use armor synthesis. Airborne effectiveness issue. We are currently investigating an issue where some exotic armor pieces are not granting the advertised airborne effectiveness stat correctly when equipped. The affected exotic armor pieces are as follows: Sealed Ahamkara Grasps, Lion Rampant, Peacekeepers, Peregrine Greaves, Wings of Sacred Dawn. GCX Emblem Distribution. Players who have donated toward the GCX celebration should expect all donation emblems to be distributed around the week of June 27, 2022. Known issues. While we continue investigating various known issues, here is a list of the latest issues that were reported to us in our #help forum. Please note that the Flawless Thoughtstealer Triumph requires players to complete all encounters in the Duality Dungeon without any members of the fire team dying. The Tears of Contrition Scout Rifle displays the incorrect magazine option when shaping the weapon at the relic, and upon shaping it, it is displayed incorrectly. The Without Remorse Shotgun does not appear in collections. The Conflux Legend Lost Sector requires the Rift Legend Lost Sector to be unlocked. The Leviathan Destination Weekly Challenge does not progress for some players. Certain weapon damage buffs are not functioning correctly in PvP, including the Will Given Form buff from the Ager's Scepter Catalyst. For a full list of emergent issues in Destiny 2, players can review our Known Issues article. Players who observe other issues should report them to our #help forum. Whatever happens, happens. Movie of the Week. Sam, happy TWAB's Day, Guardians. This week we are back with 2 neat movies and some art that might knock your socks off. First up on deck for the movies this week, we are watching a trailer that was done in the style of one of my favorite anime. There is just something about merging those 2 worlds into one that just works. And last but certainly not least, we have a beautiful showcase of some of the raids in Destiny 2. We will shout this until the end of time, but the Bungie raid team is pretty incredible, and seeing it from your point of view is also 10 of 10. Movie of the Week, Destiny Bebop. Movie of the Week, The Beauty of Raids. Have Hammer Will Explore. Artist of the Week. Hippie. Another week, another slew of amazing creations from the Destiny community. The seasonal story brings all the feels, the laughs, the cries, the who the heck, so we figured some comfort was well deserved. Do you know who else deserves some comfort? My boo, Eris. So it's to the spa to de-stress and unwind. There's also some sweet Titan art that a lot of you seem to love, and as a Titan main, I can't say I'm mad at it. Enough talk, let's get right into this week's art, shall we? Art of the Week, The Other Half. Art of the Week, Destiny's Sunbreaker. Bonus Art of the Week, Let There Be Leisure. Warning for use of strong language in the original poster's caption. Don't forget to tag us in your creations when that inspiration hits you. Be sure to use #AOTW, #MOTW, and #Destiny2Art to make sure nothing is missed. I know it was a pretty light TWAB this week. They tend to slim down a bit deeper into the season. We did want to point out a great behind-the-scenes exploration of how our audio team designs all the sounds you find out in the worlds of Destiny. Go give it a read if you haven't already, and let us know what you think. We are hoping to take a few of these deeper dives into various teams at Bungie in the future. Have a great Friday tomorrow and a great weekend. Cosmo. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the audio TWAB for a very hot June the 16th, 2022. Again, my name is HDTGeorge. If you would, down below this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like, you can follow me across all social media at HDTGeorge. And as always, remember, fight the status quo.